Yo, welcome back to the Esteban stream. Hope everyone's alright. If you're not, Eric Draven that shit. It can't rain all the time. So, the main reason I'm making this video is to talk about a new channel segment I have an idea for. Basically, it's a podcast. I know you're asking yourself, why do you want to do a podcast? It's an idea I've had floating around in my head for a few months now, and lately, a few of my viewers, friends, and just people in my community have been saying, hey, have you ever thought about doing a podcast? Now that you mention it, yes. Yeah, I have. Basically, it's going to give me a chance to talk about some stuff that I can't talk about on stream. We do talk about some of this stuff, but there's always constant interruption on the stream as far as like
channel celebrations, as far as like hosts and bits and donations and subs and follows.
All that stuff, which I'm totally grateful for. It's awesome, but it interrupts what I'm talking about sometimes, and then I just kind of trail off or forget what's going on. It'll give me a chance to talk about things I've been wanting to talk about, like, of course, games, because this is a gaming stream. Then there's movies, comic books, possibly some music and band stuff. And then there's a couple of things that I might want to talk about, but then again, I might not want to talk about. It's some controversial stuff, like politics, Darkwing, talking to you, and religion, don't shoot me. And that might just be like a 1 or 2 show thing. I don't know if I want to do it. I like keeping the channel kind of light. I mean, I care less about hate, but at the same time, I care a lot about hate. Who would the podcast be with? Sometimes it might possibly just be me. For the most part, I'd like to get like my friends that game with me all the time. You know, people that are basically part of the cast, the usual suspects. Other than that, it wouldn't be bad to get some of my viewers in there, or people that support the channel and come by like every stream. That would be awesome. You know, we'd be able to meet each other and talk to each other and get to know each other more than just on stream. You know, I don't know if anyone's interested. Most people might be too shy to be on there, but who knows? They might warm up to the idea if I rub their leg the right way, whatever that means. So at first, it's just going to be like a dry run, no lube type of podcast. I don't have a name for it yet. I'm thinking about going with the Bamcast, because one of my friends is telling me just to say the Esteban podcast, which I find kind of boring. The Bamcast sounds more catchy, plus it'd be fun to say, welcome to the Bamcast. You know, stupid, right? Anyways, I'm open to like names, so if you guys watching have any good names for the podcast, it doesn't have to have anything to do with my name. It could just be something. It could just be a witty name. It doesn't have to have gaming in it. It doesn't have to have like my name in it. The other thing I wanted to ask was if you guys have any ideas as to topics that we should talk about, whether it be movies, stuff that's going on in gaming, whatever it may be. Think outside the box. Maybe something that doesn't have anything to do with any of those things. I can't promise what I will or won't talk about, but you know, if it's interesting, maybe we'll talk about it. Or maybe you'll come on the show and talk about it with me. The other thing I want to talk about and get opinions about is, should it be an audio-only podcast? Should it be like a video podcast? But that requires everyone to have a cam and be at their desk, and I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll be the only one on video, and then everyone else will be audio. Maybe I can talk these guys into being on video. If not, we can always just do it completely audio. So I know everyone doesn't have an awesome mic. What we'll do at first is just we'll do it through like the Discord voice chat, because everyone seems to have a decent phone. I think the mics and phones today are pretty good. Like I said, this is just for starters. Maybe one day we'll get better mics. Alright guys, this has been the Esteban channel, signing out. Here's a towel, wipe yourself off.